Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of our webinar series. Today, we are exploring something that often gets overlooked when people think about retirement. That is the secret to making it meaningful. Very important. Most of us have been told that retirement is the ultimate reward, decades of hard work finally leading to leisure and financial freedom. Maybe some of you imagine those golden years as a permanent vacation, more travel, golf, time with the family. But here's the truth. While freedom and security are wonderful, they are alone, they don't create fulfillment. Many new retirees find that after the first few months, something feels missing. The structure, the sense of contribution, the daily purpose, those parts of life we once took for granted, they suddenly disappear. So, what truly makes a retirement feel meaningful? That's what we'll uncover today. And by the end, you'll have a way to intentionally design a lifestyle that brings purpose, connection, and growth every single day. Let's start with a mindset shift. Retirement is not the end of your working life, it's the beginning of your authored life. You have the power to rewrite what the stage looks like based on what brings you joy, meaning, and vitality. Think of two retirees. The first focuses on escaping work, finally free from the schedules, meetings, and responsibilities. But after a while, days start to blend together. There's plenty of comfort, but little direction. Now, the second retiree uses retirement to design a new chapter. They ask, what do I love now? How do I want to grow? And who can I serve or connect with? Their days are full and intentional, not because of what they left behind, but because of what they built ahead. Now, the difference isn't money or luck, it's mindset. And meaningful retirement is not something that happens automatically. It's something you create on purpose. So there's three pillars of meaningful retirement. To create that purpose, we'll focus on three pillars. And those three pillars are purpose, connection, and growth. So let's walk through each one of them. Purpose. Purpose is our inner compass. It's not about having a job title, it's about having direction and meaning in how you spend your time. Purpose is simply feeling that what you do matters. For some purpose, or for some people, purpose may come from mentoring the next generation, volunteering, or giving back to the community. For others, it's about creativity, painting, writing, or building something from scratch. It might be something as simple as being the steady presence your friends and family can rely on. Ask yourself, what gets me out of bed now? Who benefits from the energy I put into the world? What legacy do I want to build from this stage of life moving forward? Having purpose doesn't mean your days must be busy or productive in the traditional sense. It means that they carry meaning, a sense of contributing, however small. As one of my friends, one right retiree, he once told me, he says, I used to make a living. Now I live to make a difference. That's purpose. Now, number two, let's talk about connection. That's the second pillar. So, it if purpose gives us direction, connection gives us vitality. Study after study shows that social connections, having real, consistent relationships, is one of the strongest predictors of happiness and longevity. In fact, it matters more than income or even physical health habits. But here's the challenge. When we retire, many of our built-in social networks, they fade. The daily interactions with colleagues, clients, or teams, they suddenly stop. That's why creating connection in retirement, it takes intentionality. So, for example, you might reconnect with old friends, classmates, or colleagues. Join a local club or community group focused on something you enjoy. Volunteer somewhere that aligns with your values, or build intergenerational relationships. Mentor someone younger, or learn from someone with a different life experience. The key idea here is that connection doesn't just happen, it's cultivated. The more you invest in people, the more meaningful your own days become. Connection reminds us that we're still needed, still part of something bigger. Now, the third and final pillar is growth. Retirement doesn't mean the end of learning, it's the perfect time to rediscover curiosity. Growth can be mental, emotional, or even spiritual. Maybe you take a course, learn photography, start a blog, pick up gardening, or explore new travel destinations, not to check them off a list, but to see the world with fresh eyes. Growth is what keeps your mind sharp and your heart open. Ask yourself, what's something I always wanted to learn but never had time for? What activity makes me lose track of time and I could do a lot more of it? What can challenge my thinking in healthy ways? Staying curious keeps you young where it matters most, and that's inside. Now, here's some action steps and reflection. Let's put these pillars into practice with something simple called the meaningful retirement map. Grab a notepad and draw three circles that overlap slightly, like a Venn diagram. Label them purpose, connection, growth. Now, under each one, write two or three activities or ideas that fit you right now. Now, just to give you a little help, maybe under purpose, you write volunteer at the food bank, or let's mentor local students. Under connection, maybe it's host monthly dinners or join a book club. Under growth, perhaps take a cooking course or learn guitar. With those circles overlap, where they overlap, that's the sweet spot. Activities that combine purpose, connection, and growth, they're always the most fulfilling. Join a garden community. You learn new skills, which is a growth. You meet people, connection, and you contribute to sustainability. That's purpose. Or volunteer to teach a skill you love. That merges all three beautifully. Now, take a moment to reflect. Which pillar feels strongest for you right now? Which one could use a little more attention? Your answers will give you a clear direction for the next few months. And remember, it doesn't need to be a grand project. Start small, stay consistent, and build from there. Daily purpose comes from daily action. So, what's the secret to a meaningful life? It's realizing that fulfillment comes from how you live, not just what you've earned. A meaningful retirement doesn't happen by chance. It's something you design intentionally with purpose and connection and with growth. As you move through this next stage of life, think less about what do I retire from and more about what do I retire to. That's the essence of a truly fulfilling chapter. Now, as we move into the next episode, we'll build on this by exploring how to stay energized and motivated, creating daily routines that nurture your body and your mind for the long term. Until then, take one small action this week that grows one of your three pillars. It could be as simple as calling an old friend, signing up for a class, or spending an hour reflecting on your purpose. Because the secret to a meaningful retirement, it isn't a secret at all. It's a practice. So if today's session resonated with you, imagine what 7 days of guided transformation could do. The Pinnacle 7-day transformation retreat in Costa Rica is where everything we've talked about becomes real, where you reset your body, renew your identity, reconnect with purpose, and return home with a plan for the next chapter of your life. If you feel that pulls you, that whisper that says, I'm ready, then I'd love to personally invite you to join us. This is a warm, dignified, and deeply aligned program. Thank you very much for looking at our webinar today. And remember, if you're ready to either get more information on the 7-day retreat or ready to sign up, it's right there on our website. You just click on, the 7-day retreat. It'll tell you everything to do. We'd be more than happy to take your phone call and give you more personal information. And I'm very big about actually taking those calls. And we'll tell you what you need to know to make that decision. And we have 2 retreats per month and a different product where one's more affordable, one's more personalized. You pick which one you want. We'd love to see you there in Costa Rica. And most of the workshops and sessions are basically conducted by me personally. So thank you very much and see you at the next webinar episode.